Okay, I have to redo the audio for the WeWork video. We met Rashid, he's the head of design from WeWork, and we actually got to see the WeWork headquarter. We first thought it's just one of the WeWorks in Chelsea, but it's actually their headquarter. So they experiment a lot in that office building. And what I found fascinating about WeWork is when we entered the building, there was a lot of open space, and you could see a cafeteria, you could see like all the different places to sit, but you had also like one corner of the whole office with a lot of screens. So there are many different situations to sit, to stand, to meet, to walk, and use that as different types of working spaces. And this is actually the core of it. It kind of reminded me of a university where you can decide for yourself, do you want to like focus work? Do you want to like do your fight mode and meet a lot of people? Do you actually need creative space? And they built that in a very creative way in that building. So for example, we were, I think, on the 4th floor, and we were going down to the 3rd floor via an open staircase that people could sit around. And in between the stairs, this free hanging stairs, you had like meeting rooms that were hanging free on the side. And it was kind of open and you could still hear the background sound, but you still felt like you meet other people. And the core of an office is that you actually get to meet other people. I mean, sometimes you like need space for yourself, but you want to feel that other people are around you. Office space, as we know today, needs to be built around the people and not the other way around. And we see many offices with empty offices, with open spaces that are not used. And you should look closely at what WeWork did here to like experiment with these different kind of types of spaces, also the phone booths and also the space where you have your screen, because many people need a screen to work. It makes perfect sense, but you don't need it every day and you don't need it like 9 to 5. So this is what an office is for. And this is why I think this was very interesting to actually see and feel and smell and touch, because to me this looks like the office of the future, and WeWork is definitely an interesting company to like see that alive, and that actually people who work at the headquarters use that and frequently use it. Rashid, for example, comes from Amsterdam, but when he's in New York, he like feels home immediately. He meets some people, they know he's there, and then he can use the space as he needs it for his work. So that's kind of the new workspace, the office of the future, which I really love to like dive deeper into.
My interest and where my passion is designing space around people, as opposed to just putting together a building as a property and sort of passing it on. So the beginnings, the acoustics, is you have to realize that there's the science, but there's also the way people feel and behave in a space. And so I think this is extremely relevant, and this is why I've ended up where I am now, is because of this interest in designing around people and what people need in a space.
So that was my experience from WeWork, and yeah, you should listen to the full podcast. We link it below.